Okay, you have some ideas, you have some scripts, but how do you actually record? How do you actually record when you don't have a lot of time and you just want to get in this content creation thing, but you don't know how to actually do this? You know how where are you going right now? I'm going to help you to answer this today. First way to record things is the most usual way, which is a full camera way. This is like when you have this setup and you just record yourself. Advantages are that it looks aesthetic and it looks professional, but maybe have some disadvantage that it needs good equipment to make it actually good, and it needs good editing because there is no other impulse but you talking. And this is sometimes good. Don't think that this is a rule. This is sometimes good that there are no other impulses. But if you look at these pictures, you see that it's just you. And to make it interesting, it's a lot harder because it has to be good editing and you have to perform well on camera, which can be hard for you if you are an entrepreneur and not a content creator. But this is the main ordinary usual way to create YouTube videos. But if you actually want to do this, as we talked about, you need equipment. If you want camera for high quality, I advise you the Sony a7 IV. Your phone is good, your webcam is good, it's good, but if you want actual good quality, I would advise to have a great camera that records very well, and the Sony a4 is very good in my opinion. And then you need lights. This is very important. If you want to go nuts, you can go key light and softbox. This is the usual type of light that everybody uses, but you don't have to go this far. You can go with the natural lighting. You can go with your one of your lights. The point is to have light. And if you have the lights and if you have the camera, what you have to do is put the camera here, your light here, and yourself here. So the light is going from the right and the camera is going from the left. This will mean that your face will be in shadows. You always shoot the shadow side of yourself. This is a very important thing. And right now, I just ruined watching films for you because every film does this. Like, if you watch a film right now, check it out. How many people and how many shots are on their dark side of their face. So every time you see a shot, it's they are shooting the dark side of their face, this side. Light coming from the right, camera is on the left. If you want to go even further, you can have the camera here, light here as usual, but have other lights behind the scenes. This is what we call practical lights, and it makes the scene look so much better. It makes your eyes feel like the light is actually coming from somewhere. Like here, if you check, the actual light source, this light source, is somewhere here, and it shoots right here, but there is a lamp here, and your mind is telling you that, oh, this light that you see on his face is coming from this lamp, and makes it look so much better. So if you are building a studio, make sure you have light and you have other lights. And you have to make sure that these other lights are not as strong as the light. Because if it's stronger than this light, then the whole person will be a shadow and you won't see much. But if there are other lights and you still can see the person, this becomes cinematic. And I just taught you how to create cinematic videos everywhere and anywhere. You just need to put your subject between the camera and the light. And that is it. That is it. That's how you create a cinematic scene. That is how you create a cinematic studio. But again, make sure that the person is still seeable. It's not just a shadow, and you can do that with a counter light, the main light. This is your key light. And one last thing that you have to do is that you have to think about the wall. Like you have the camera here, light here, person here, and other lights here, but where is the wall? If you're close to the wall, it doesn't let the camera have separation. It doesn't let the camera to have like a great blurry background, which we all love. So what you have to do is be so far away from the wall that you can. It doesn't have to be that much far away. It's just the more distance, the better. And again, I'm saying this, you don't have to be like 10 meters away. It's just don't be next to the wall. Don't be here. It will make the videos look so much worse. And what you can do as well is just shoot into the corner. This is one very good advice as well. So the camera is shooting here and you are here. So there could be a corner of your room right here. And this will mean better separation from the background. It makes you stand out. It makes you better. And now that you know this, if you go back and check out like some of the studios, he's far away from the wall. He's in the middle and he has a light coming from here and a practical light coming from here. So your mind tells you that this is light and this is the shadow part of his face, which they didn't put the camera here. So they didn't shot his shadowy part that much. but it would be better. You will see similar things everywhere and in every film. So this is what I learned from filmmaking, and this is what you can use yourself. And now that we have this, we have the most important, which is audio. The main audio that everybody is using is the Shure SM7B. To have this work, you need an audio interface and you need a cloud lifter. This is not just you having the microphone and then plugging it to the computer and it's ready to go. You need an audio interface which you plug the microphone into, and you need to plug the audio interface into the PC or the MacBook, and this will transform the signals coming from the microphone to the MacBook. And because the Shure SM7B is a bit quiet, it has to have a cloud lifter to actually lift up the gain, and you can do this on your audio interface because it will make it noisy. I see people who use Shure SM7B without a cloud lifter, but it's not very good, and this is a very expensive option. This is what most people use, this is what everybody use, but not because it's the best microphone. They don't use this because it's the best microphone, it's just this industry standard. But there are good microphones which do the same, it's much cheaper. So for example, what I shoot on now, Shure SM57, is this microphone right here, and you can make it sound like SM7B with some effects, and it's 1/4 of the price. And they use it for president talks and instruments. So this is called like the president microphone, I believe, because every like president talk, there is like 4 of these microphones. And it's very good, it's cheap, and you can use this. You still need an audio interface though. So if you don't want to have an audio interface, you can like you look at USB microphones, and a lot of options out there. Don't get stuck here in this step because your phone is good. There are other options like Rode PodMic. It's a lot of options. The point is to have clear and good audio. It doesn't matter what device you use. If you want to go really fancy, buy this. If you want to go smart, buy this. But there are other options which is good as well. So don't worry about only this. Now, there is another way to create videos, which is not the full camera, but screen recording plus presenting. This is what I do now. And the advantages of this, now there are not only one thing to look at. Like you see me in this corner and you see the screen right here. And it's 2 things to look at. So it obviously makes it more interesting. Like right out the gate. I haven't said anything and it's more interesting. It's easier to follow your thoughts because I see these things right here and I can read of them and I know where I am and what is the next thing and where I'm going. And if I record the full frame, the full camera frame, and I sit here and talk to the camera, then I have to check my script or have to do this to actually know where I am. And so this connects the script writing plus recording because I script this. I'm here and I'm scripting this and then I'm recording this. I just script the things here, my videos here, and I then record it. It's easier to do both of these. I don't have to go alone, script write and then record. And also there is less editing needed. But it has a big disadvantage that it's not as aesthetic and high quality. Like if you want to actually be the highest quality, then you should go with the full camera option. This is the all-out full camera option. This is the highest quality, the most aesthetic, the biggest impact on the eyes, like the actual eyes, because that recording setup, a good recording setup, looks far better than this. But the screen recording plus presenting is just an easy way to give information and to get impact on the mind, like not on the eyes, on the mind, like giving away information. This is why I love this so much. And the best apps to use is this Miro, which I use right now. This is like you can do many things in here, and this is the best option in time saving plus exciting things on the screen, because you can put like some screenshots here, you can put pictures here, you can put text here, you can put like these little boards here, like little nodes that you can put, and it makes it look visually clean and easy to follow while saving you a lot of time, because you can obviously follow your own thoughts that you wrote down before, and when scripting it's so much easier to just script out this and see the system. But you can use Notion as well. I did this before. This has a good advantage that it's so easy to type out and just have different things, so it's much easier to script it out, but it's not as exciting as seeing like these little notes here and colors and things like that. And one thing that you can do is presentation. This looks very good. It's very aesthetic, but it takes a lot of time to prepare it well. And now that we went through this, let me show you how I actually do it, how I actually go about and create a board like this one to record videos. So this will be a live build, and check it out. Okay, so this is how I'm building out a video live right now. And what I want to talk about is brand inconsistency, because a lot of entrepreneurs who doesn't have time to create this content can't really think about their own branding and their own unique style. It would be better if they had like us who can help with that. But I want to give some free tips and free advice on how to do this themselves. So the first thing I did is I opened up the flowchart and I deleted everything, just kept the start thing, and I wrote my topic in the start bubble. First, I want to probably add a new node and just make it my color, our color, and make it white so it's readable. And I just want to have like main points and then under it some sub points. First, maybe I want to address why it's a problem. I take notes, and this is why it's so powerful to do it like this, because this is my scripting process right now. I just take notes, but I'm building out, and it's visually so much better. When I actually record, I will tell the whole thing. I will tell everything that I know about this, but right now I'm just scripting out and creating this board. It's a problem because you are not different and people don't recognize your videos, but I want to make it really clear that branding is important, but is not the number one thing that you have to worry about. So it doesn't have to be focused. Okay, so we need here, it's a problem, but why is this good? Maybe continue this and say that if, and maybe we search for a picture about branding. Okay, so I found this website, this Gucci site, and I could have put like Rolex and things like this, but I want to put a picture in so we can see that it's $590 just because it has a Gucci logo on the shirt. Yeah, and so you could charge a lot more, and this is like a big point. This is a very dramatic point, so I'm going to change the color back to the main thing. Now we have like some pictures to make it more aesthetic and make it better to see. I like to see that the video goes from left to right. I like this timeline. So my usual videos go from left to right, and sometimes they go down and up and everything, but it usually goes from left to the right. So I don't like if this is here, because I still talk here and then I have to go like kind of back. I like to see when I talked about this, then I go forward. So I know this is the next point. So I talk about this, okay, I tell this, and I tell it doesn't have to be the focus. Okay, it's an important note that here we don't talk about branding, we talk about brand inconsistency. So it's not how to build a brand, how to build out your messaging. It's about how consistent you are when you have these things. I have to keep this in mind. This is very important to actually be aware of. So I'm going to put a text somewhere. These texts are great for just having some thoughts. Okay, so in message, I wrote what is unique about your service, and I wrote my own example Sunday system. This is my own system that allows entrepreneurs to record on one Sunday for the entire month or 2 months even. And this is unique about my services. And one very important thing is the unique content style. This is what we have to put. This is the most important. So we will put this somewhere around here, and we will go here because this will be probably the actually most important. And this means unique editing or unique recording. Okay, so this guy is killing it right now. I want to screenshot from this video. Okay, got it. And I want to show this example that this guy is creating business content, but it's a new style, it's a new recording style. So you have to find your own unique recording style and on unique editing to easily stand out. But I want to make sure that you don't have to go this far, because I keep in mind, I always keep in mind what is our goal. What is our goal? And our goal is not to be content creators, is to create content to sell our services, our products. So we don't want to go and record like many different angles, many different pops and color grade it and things like that. We want to make content creation easy with the Sunday system, and we want to make it fast so it doesn't take a lot of time. So probably we'll work on this a bit more. It's kind of ready, and you will see in the video what will be the final board. And again, if you want help with this, or you want to have people who take care of this for you, like the editing, like the setting up, like the finding out who is your target audience, and everything content creation, so you have the Sunday system which makes it easy and you can make content in one Sunday, then we can help you with that. And until then, you can learn about how to find unlimited video ideas that you can do, so you never have to worry about that right here in this video.